Don't miss our latest hobby showcase on a painted Warhammer Quest Silver Tower box set.
Spiky bits.
What's up, hobby maniacs? Baer with you again today. Taking a look at this awesomely painted Age of Sigmar, well, I guess it's more Warhammer Quest Silver Tower box set. Now, this is the set that came out last spring, 2016. Finally got it back, all painted up. Of course, I say finally got it back, but I didn't really send it off to get painted until, I don't know, a couple of months ago. We'll go with that. It's hard to remember time when I wasn't hobbying myself, I suppose. So this is the Silver Tower box set. It's 51 fantastic miniatures, all of the heroes and the bad guys that you would come to expect. And it's really cool now seeing the new blue horrors and pink horrors and the things that can split, and the little brimstone horrors actually come back as a separate release when they were originally included in this set. So let's take a closer look and get down to the miniature level and check out these painted miniatures. So this box set was painted by our friends over at Top Miniature Studios. They did all of those demons you've seen featured on here, the Tau, the blue polar ice Tau with little icicle details, and now they've done up my Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Quest, Silver Tower box set. I love this game, I love playing this game, and you know, stuff like this is going to be fun to go back and play now that 8th edition is en route, and we know there's going to be a little bit of a dead period there. You can see all these beautiful miniatures. I mean, the detail here is amazing. I love the different color palettes they used, and they didn't paint any one unit the same. Like, you've got the Zangors painted in a purple here to a blue, all of a different blue used for the blue horrors. The Thaumaturs, all of the heroes, all of the colors go together, and it's all brought together by that dope basing scheme that they use that looks great even on the tiles, which I don't have the tiles out, but you can tell from this mat here that they are very similar and they will pop when you put them on the game tiles themselves. Up top here, you can see the heavy hitters for the hero side, the Mistweaver Saya, and I love the colors they used on her right here. I mean, these teals with the little smoky pattern and that great red that kind of is repeated throughout all of the hero colors right there. And then, of course, the Tenebrero Shard, that Shadowkin kind of guy. This guy's a blender in the game. You're definitely going to want one of him. And then, well, everybody knows that you can't have a Age of Sigmar game without some sort of Age of Sigmar miniature. You know, we've got the Knight Questor right there. I don't know what he does in the game of Age of Sigmar, but at least in this game, he looks pretty dope, and he is a beatstick. Down here on the lower level, you can see some of the other units, some of the bad guy, the Grot Scuttlings, and you know, even though these guys aren't, you know, they're basically a dime a dozen here, you can tell that they put a lot of effort, time and effort into painting these bad boys with all of the little webbings and stuff like that. Like, not a whole lot of time and effort, but probably a lot more than I would have spent on them personally here. And then, of course, you've got some of the other heroes, the Excelsior War Priests with, of course, the little loyal Griffhound guy right there. The Thaumaturge himself, I love this miniature, and it's cool that he's available separately. Like, they did a really great job. Like, check out all those tats, all super painted up. He's got, like, different color tats on his hand. I love the teals they used, again, tying into the Mistweaver and the Shard themselves, and it kind of carries over to some of the Tzeentchian colors as well. There's the Excelsior War Priest, and then you got the Darkothan Chieftain guy. Basically, he's kind of, I guess, technically chaos, but not, you know, everybody's looking for their piece of glory in this thing here. And then, hey, look, we got us a dwarf, a Fire Slayer, Doom Seeker. Again, a lot of the same colors in the same motif for some of the flaming Brimstone horrors, some of the reds used. Everything kind of pops off together. You can see on the Gaunt Summoner, even the same oranges. So a lot of this, when it's on the tabletop, is going to look very well done and all together. It links up. It's the palette is overlapping, and I really like that, especially the way they based it, so it all looks good together. And you can see the Gaunt Summoner, and then some of the Skaven bad guys. Remember, they're twins, and they can jump in and jump out. And then you've got some of the wannabe bird people, the Tzeentch Alkalites, which, well, you shouldn't turn your back on them in game. I love how they painted them up, again, using the same palettes, but look at all that layering effects. and all the reds and stuff that they use kind of basically 2 different squads here, like I said, and they have some blue ones and some red ones. So a lot of thought went into this. They didn't just like auto, hey, let me just paint this all the same color. Like, they're like, how do you want to paint it? And I was like, I don't know, just make it look good, kind of like on the box. And I am not disappointed whatsoever. I got these guys, I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. Now I need to find like 4 of my friends and play some Silver Tower, which I haven't played since it came out last year. And then you can see the blue horrors in the back. The little mammoth jammas now that can split. I like that alternate kind of paint scheme. It's got a little bit more of a teal in it, not that traditional blue that you would normally expect. And some of your Tzeentch Sorcerer guys right here, they're painted the same because there's only 2 of those, which is to be expected. And then the Zangors right there, I was really surprised. I was like, oh, I love this purple. Oh, wait, they did them in blue too. And the pinks and everything kind of go together with the Screamer pinks and such. And then look at these. This crazy pink horror like Herald guy in the back. Like, this guy is just like straight layer painted. I mean, this thing is legit. Like, I cannot even imagine how many hours they spent on that, on detail on each and every little piece of jewelry. They did blood effects on the dagger right there. I mean, I am super impressed with this. And there's 2 of these bad guys. There are literally 2 of each of these guys. Remember, this is the box set that kind of kicked off the blue horror, Brimstone horror, and actually I don't think those heralds come in that box set. I think you have to buy those separately now. And then there's the Brimstone horrors, again, awesomely detailed, very cool looking. Loving these guys right here. All the blue flames, like I said, it goes. You can see in the background there the blue horrors. It definitely links up with those. And if we kind of scroll back a little bit, I'll leave him here for reference. You can see the Fire Slayer back there in the back. The same palette kind of repeats itself all the way through. So very well done. I am super excited to, like I said, find 4 of my friends and get my party started again for the Silver Tower box set. Now, I haven't played the new one yet, but you know what? When you got the painted old one, it's kind of like, why would you go and play the new one? So again, check out Top Miniature Studios. The link is underneath. The fantastic commission studio out of Europe. They get the stuff back to you super quick, assuming you send it to them in the first place. I'm like, where's my stuff? Oh, I haven't sent it to them yet. Dang it. I should really do that. Great bunch of guys over there. Tell them we sent you from Spiky Bits.